From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Dumping it off for Johnson. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
From the gun, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Here we go now. 319! 319!
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Again, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Detroit!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Underneath for Johnson. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green.
1st down, a run with Hyde. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play, and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Second down, Mayfield. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Throwing, Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Hot.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? Early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Crabtree the target on that one. And now it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now his 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Mayfield now going for the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Watch him now, Barney.
Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Mayfield looks to throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Detroit!
They'll run for it with Hyde. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays.
And that is 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
56. Lucky 56. Hot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw to the right side and complete to Hurst. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Jackson on first down. And is taken in by Hurst. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Got it complete to Crabtree. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
Now it's Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. I
love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by... And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check. Patriot! Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second.
And it's a fumble. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
3-19.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield now on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. They'll run high, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Carlos Hyde, his second touchdown on the season, and the Browns are pouring it on.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week. That's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Green 39! Green 39!
First down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a third down. The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Ravens. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Oh, you got D?
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep for Crabtree. This is caught inside the 15. They'll give him a gain of 38. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball.
And it'll be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll find some space up to about the 25. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson. Wide open receiver complete.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Space to run past the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll throw on first down to Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They begin this drive with Chubb. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. He'll drop to throw. And complete here to Carlos Hyde. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. It's caught. This is White. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Leopard!
They'll give to Hyde. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They go with Chubb on second down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Detroit! Detroit! Got four down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit!
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Couldn't set in a hurry. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 5.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Ravens on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Detroit!
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
4 down. Check. Set. Green 39.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Browns, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody.